wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. Pile number 32, and I'm super excited with you guys today. As always, we're going to dive into love of the community, then talk about how SwissBorg network is flourishing on a daily basis. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Frizzell. I'm the proud founder, CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. And in this super episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Earn. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're talking about other really cool things. So please enjoy it. Question of the week. Okay. By the way, Top Boy Rambo, it's super funny. I think so. Okay, the question is, why isn't SwissBorg taking CHSB first approach when launching new projects or ventures? It's the goal to provide more demand and utility for the token and its user base. Creating new project tokens or resorting to ETH seems to be counter to the message of CHSB as an ecosystem token. I love that, by the way, that remark. I think so. This has a lot to do of the different NFTs because everything in the app is essentially it's done with SwissBorg. And we actually have thought about that a lot. So like, with Xborg that will be presenting next week, I think I would like to see a minting if this is possible with CHSB. I don't know what's your mindset behind that. Maybe with the other projects that we're working with. Obviously, some of these projects are not SwissBorg owned. So some of them we can't really influence the roadmap of some like Xborg, which is a very close brother. These ones we could have an influence there. So if you believe that this is a good way to do things, I like the idea. It could be a really cool new way. If there's any other thing, Top Boy, or you guys has noticed, you could bring more utility to the SwissBorg token, please let us know. As you guys know, it's one of the most important thing. Have it around my neck, not for a reason, and I have it in my heart, in my head, and in my soul. So thank you very much, Top Boy, for that, and shout out to that Super Rambo. Maybe you should have a Rambo who could do a super nice ramen springers. You have to make Top Boy a Rambo green laser eyes. You have to do that for him. I think so. So guys, as the DAO is very important, we're taking more and more quests that are done through the beautiful SwissBorg.crew3.xyz. And it's just a fun way, an easy way actually, to get points, get noticed, get more priority in the products. And this is exactly how I just earned 100 points. It's very easy. I just claimed the reward that I was following our wonderful product owner of Hedge Farm. So, which by the way, you still don't know what Hedge Farm is. I should not talk about too much. But yeah, this is a really cool way. And there's different quests that are very easy. You just need your Discord and your Twitter account, and then eventually, very important to put your SwissBorg ID and as well your essentially your wallet address, a non-custodial wallet. And it's very easy, right? It's super easy. So for example, if you want to yield on one token, description, take a screenshot of your SBAC showing that you put a token in the yield. But it's super easy. And then it shows essentially what you're in. Tweet, you're the best yield earn on meme. You just do it. And there's a lot of different quests here, so please go for it. There's a great leaderboard, and I do want to congratulate a lot of people here. Sway has done 10 quests already with 1,400. DOR Hugs is doing great. Nanatsi, SB Oliver, Charlie 85-200. These guys already did 9 to 10 quests, so go up to the queue and do a little bit more. I don't know where I am, but I should be up there. No, I don't know where I am, but I did already 5 quests, so I'll do the 3 extra and hopefully gets to have close to 1,000 points. And it's great because I'm seeing like more and more people that are really playing this. It's a great growth engine that's done by the community for the community. So go into it. Looking forward to see you there. Community sentiment of the week, and I think so. There's 3 different ones that are very different. And the first one has a bit as you guys know, we put the love, and we put the one that is with love and has good questions. Not only the people that just say SwissBorg amazing, but have doubts as well. And I think so really, really agree on bringing the best of those two worlds. And thank you, Watts. I think so. He's really showed his own journey. And I think so this is very important as SwissBorg is to understand your journey and how do you grow their community. And sometimes you feel very aligned with it, and sometimes you don't. And I think so. Once what is really good is that he said, I got into SwissBorg in 2020. I bought some CHSB, got into Genesis, made a huge amount of profit or some amount of profit. And then, I really thought about wealth management. That's why I stuck to it. And recently, seeing these different videos popping up, he said, this looks like kiddie games and activities going on. I don't think so. This is good enough. Or at least the gamification is important, but this is maybe not serious enough. And I think this is a very valid point coming from his own perspective once. And thank you for this. And look, there's 23 people that agree with you and 8 that are really 100%. And then 2 that say like, you guys should read this. Or maybe they're saying, hello, like, I don't know. I don't really know. But I think so. Our mission is to democratize wealth management by making it fun, fair, and community-centric. So we need to have some fun. I mean, this is why we're doing this, right? At least these different videos. I do understand that we have been doing a lot of videos recently. On Mondays, we've seen more and more Paula, which, by the way, nothing is giddy about this video, which is really about essentially market news done in a better way than I used to do it. Then Tuesday with me, Wednesday with Alex. We have on Thursday, the pump and dump was changed. I think so. It's bullish, hold, or bearish, which is definitely something that it sounds maybe kiddie if you're referring to that, but it's not at all. It's very serious about recommending if it's good time or not to buy different of these cryptos, or at least to give a sense of what they believe it is. No financial, obviously, recommendation here, just their own point of view. And then the rest is on NFTs. Anthony was with Max, and Anthony is about philosophy, spirituality. So it's more not too fun. So I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to. If you please could let us know and what you like and dislike. However, at the end, I think so, which is important is that, if you want to tap into the next 100 million people, you can't please everyone. And I think so you have to have a general tone, and some should be fun and maybe some could be, not childish, but at least, a little bit in a tone which is quite, it should be fun at least. Ken Notion, I thank Ken all the time for these great. For now, we're seeing the foundation. They're pretty solid. Look at this way, 11 layers on the app, 40 tokens total. How many fiat grades? Add some debit card transfers, add DeFi staking. Simple and elegant. Add them at 6 bundles, potentially even with yield or balancing and trigger orders, price alert, DCA strategies. As Alex pointed out, Twitter, there are many ways to implement DCA strategies. All news products can be updated and tweaked, etc. It's no-brainer to me. All of that is 100% true. It's going to take time, but we're on pretty much a lot of these different things. So, and they're coming. Some are coming very soon, running soon, and some are on the roadmap. Top boy, this is supposed to be token accounts that everyone has bought into, provide the team stick to the plan, which seems to be deviating lately. Would love to see SB mature and become more mature, replacing my current bank and making investing in cryptos, borrowing, lending seamless. All the security of Swiss financial institutions should give members higher preferential traits. Let's target financial institutions first. What is the bigger market, commercial banking or NFT, P2E gaming? So, that's always a hard one. So obviously we're building something very robust. Just let's remind where we are sitting, and then where we're standing. We're coming from a place where 99% of all the ICOs have failed in 2017 till today. We come from a second space where all the biggest people in the yield business have faded out away to Chapter 11. So I think so we've done probably a lot of things extremely well. And obviously some things we need to get things better, right? As maybe being better at shipping faster, or maybe at the fact that we should have more spending like that. We have more revenue. I mean, we have more resources means faster products and therefore eventually more revenues and maybe cooler things with CHSB. But I think so we're doing a lot of things very, 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 very good. Back to gaming. Gaming is if you guys understood where we're going with gaming, is that game and finance will merge. The old finance world that you think is always going to be the same is not going to be the same. You're not going to go see a bank teller in 5 years from now. It's not going to happen. I mean, maybe some people do it, but most people won't, right? There'll be different apps. But then these apps will be eventually probably in different games. And think about like the long future, like ahead with the metaverse. And I think this is something that's very important. And SwissBorg has to take a very big stance into these games right now. Because 5 years, 10 years from now, a lot of these games will maybe surpass any type of economy that we even think about it. And a lot of people right now probably laughing, oh, that's never going to happen. Look what happened 20 years ago was tech stocks. No one believed in tech stocks 20 years ago. It was the end of the bubble. Everyone thought it was bullshit, and that banks were always going to be bigger, and paper companies and news companies were going to rule the world. I mean, look about 20 years later. Take out Apple, Facebook, and a few of these companies. It takes 50% out of the whole S&P. And this is what you always have to realize is that when there's adoption of technology that starts, then it goes to the next wave, to maybe a third stage. Then when it hits that fourth stage usually, which is probably one of the next stage in crypto, then it goes to this exponential rate, which is just insane. And there's no way back until the next new technology vibe. And so this is something very important that we cannot miss with Anthony. We've been very much fan of this for a long time. And we understand that, if tomorrow we do an ICO or security token exchange, STO for let's say Epic Games, right? Imagine the numbers of downloads we'll get from all these Fortnite community members. They have 100 million users, I think so. 100 million that start eventually get just into the app and just want to participate to purchase NFT or these different tokens. This could be the most viral strategy that SwissBorg could ever have. So we're always trying to, obviously our wealth management for now, games, it's just a small part. It's maybe a few percentage. But gradually, this will grow in the next 5 years. Let's take this video in 5 years and keep it. Talk about how big this will represent within the industry. So, not baby footage, but let's enable people to have some fun. Community member, I don't need to introduce this guy. I mean, he's amazing. Russell Mack, Borger family. He's been doing amazing things in UK. He's been really helping us out on all the community, on Twitter. He's been doing so much great things, and many thanks to you, Russell Mack. You're an amazing person. And it's always a really amazing thing to see whenever I'm able to see you. So much happiness to you. Okay, some FOMO here, but you know what? I'll just give it to it because you deserve it, guys. SwissBorg Earn. Yes, we're about to release it soonish or very soon to the employees. So I'll be able to check it out. I'm very happy with that. I think so. If you're very good at the tournament, very soon you'll be able as well to test it out. I haven't seen the videos so far. I haven't seen, the app so far, but you guys know what it is. It's the best way to offer customized yield based on risk to anyone within the SwissBorg ecosystem. And it's the best way, if you believe that your roses are beautiful and you want to grow them within a span of a very quick month, well, you go for a higher risk. If you want to make your rose that take for the time to sun to really grow in a beautiful, sustainable way, you might go for a lower yield, and one size does not fit all. So I think this is going to be a big standard for the entire community of not SwissBorg, but as well of essentially crypto. So really looking forward to this, and I hope you too. Weekly and CHSB data. It's been not a great week, guys. Unfortunately, only 300 in the last days. Pretty much stable, and we're at 2 million protect and choose, which is good. The older app haven't increased that much. It's not a great week, which brings us to the community in directs, and we're only at 5.4. Too bad we got back in the heights and we lost that momentum, unfortunately. App activity, though, waking up a bit, which is great. CHSB holders, a little bit grown, but the rest seems slightly bearish, unfortunately. Tomorrow night is crypto night. Like always, please enjoy this video.
Is this an exclusive announcement that we're getting?
It is. It is. I want to be more legitimizing with something that I think talks about the nature of reality and the framework of existence. It's not woo-woo. It's literally here and now. We can see these patterns. I want to put it on chain for everyone to see transparently.
Thank you so much for watching the show. We love you for all the support, and tune in next week for the next episode of Kryptonites.
Another week, and I think so. I like to say something, which is about Ethereum. We've been waiting for this birthday to happen 6 years almost, since 2016. And this is a massive game changer, guys. I can't emphasize as much as, how much I've been talking about this during the powwow. Ethereum is not only the second biggest crypto, it's the crypto that transformed or propelled us to Web3. Bitcoin is all about, having your own currency, your gold, and being bankless to some extent. Ethereum has been more about how do we change the world through smart contracts, how we all interconnected on a peer-to-peer basis, and that the technology is completely decentralized, and you could build amazing apps that could change forever this planet. And, people are asking me, yeah, but Cyrus, do you think so it's priced in or it's not priced in? We saw that in this couple of last 5 weeks, if Ether has done a jump of 100%. There's rumors that are quite strong that potentially, 20% or more of miners are you're going to create a fork whenever you're going to move to proof of stake. And let's maybe think about this first and then talk about the price action. So every fork, listen to this carefully, has always failed. Every fork, again, has always failed. People don't like copycats. It's just the nature of what we are. We try to invest in a genuine world, in a unique place where you really have things that are conceived and thought by some people, and then there's the people that copy it. And I think so the beauty of crypto is that you have that possibility of copying, pasting anything, but eventually people will understand what are the fundamentals, and the big backers will always I'm going to this team, because if you go only with the copycats that don't do anything, well, eventually they're going to lose this race because they have no genuine intention to improve this industry, to improve your life, just to have a monetary gain, because they're not okay about the advancement usually of most projects. And we've seen with Bitcoin Cash, with Bitcoin Gold, and all of these different projects that, and same that goes to a lot of different other blockchains, just to make things clear, that eventually, if there's no real great use case of why there's happening a fork, it will just not work. And we know that, maybe Bitcoin Cash in the first, was maybe only, 50% lower than Bitcoin, but today what it represents maybe a few percent. Same with Bitcoin Gold, and same with all these different forks. And this is exactly what's going to happen. Ethereum Classic, same thing. You go and you add it on and on and on. All these things will do. So stick to what you feel the best. More importantly, chain analysis and all these different guys, they're not going to do any chain analysis on Ethereum fork. They're smart enough to say no, we understand that, for everyone, this is going to be better. Maybe for some totalitarians that really believe in decentralization, proof of stake in the beginning, it's going to be more centralized. So there's some risk, but eventually this could be much more decentralized than what is today. It goes from one step to a little bit more centralized to eventually a much more decentralized marketplace, right? So this is where it is. And SwissBorg is obviously always going to react to the best and make sure that you guys have not only your funds protected, but you're in always the best pockets possible. Price action. Well, now we know that Ethereum is going for this disinflationary, like SwissBorg token, and this is going to be a big change, because in the high peak, within 1 month of Ethereum fees, they collected over $1 billion in a month. Those $1 billion were dumped on the market, which is not going to happen anymore. So you're going to have a strong, people say like, oh, but $1 billion is actually in terms of volumes not that big. It's huge. $1 billion, if it's every month, it's huge. That means it's a $1 billion buying pressure. It's not trading pressure because the volume is buying and selling. And mostly there's a lot of bots that are trading, right? So they're going in and out of the markets, but there's no real in or out. They just go in and out. It's just bringing volume, making noise, essentially. When you're bringing fundamental money in, you're sticking and you're growing this market. So I think so for me, we're probably going to see a nice bump if the merge happens successfully. And then hopefully this could drive the market in a better way. As guys always, be wealthy, be healthy, and love our CHSB. Take care, guys. Bye.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.
For some, love is a strong feeling. What if you could send it from point A to point B? Zero borders, zero time, zero fees. For us, love is sending crypto. Just send it. Now with SmartSend. Engineered in Switzerland by SwissBorg.